Well, I've scrambled up the bank to show you some really useful bits of equipment that I also will bring to most venues, to be honest. It's not necessarily fishing equipment strictly, but it's all very useful stuff, and I wouldn't be without a lot of it. The first bit of kit is fishing equipment, and that's a pair of chop worm scissors. Now these are just a pair of kitchen utility scissors, 2 pairs like that, and I've taped them together with insulating tape. Now these must be 10 years old and they're still going strong, still cutting worms brilliantly. So I wouldn't be without those. I bought another 2 just in case I lost these. I'm going to actually do these in the next couple of days if I get time. I'm going to make some more. So, but chop worm scissors, wouldn't be without those. Far better than these type of triple bladed scissors that you see next to useless. These just don't seem to cut. I think some of them are actually document shredders, so they're designed for paper, certainly not any good for worms in my experience. Compared to a heavy duty pair like this, it can make mincemeat of your bait in no time. So grab yourself a couple of pairs of scissors, tape them together, and you've got a decent set of scissors that hopefully will last you as long as they have done with me. Next up, and this is a Roto Chef or a kitchen chopper. It's really sharp blades in there. You don't want to get your hands in there, but you can chop all manner of things in this, and with a simple tug it makes mincemeat out of lots of things. Fantastic for really finely chopped worms, that's its main use for me. But you can also put sweet corn in it and really liquidized corn. I've done it with maggots and you get a real nice maggoty slop, real nice cloud. I've liquidized bread in it when I've been stuck. I've even liquidized meat in it as well. And it's just a really useful bit of kit. About 15-20 quid. If I just show you, where have we? I've got some sweet corn there. Tip some in. Hopefully there's enough left to carry on fishing with. Pop it on like that, and then obviously the more you pull, the finer it will go. And there you are, an absolutely lovely mush there. That'll make a nice cloud. You can add it to ground bait, feed it as it is, and you can do it with any sort of bait you can imagine. It grinds them up absolutely lovely. Next up we have a weed cutter. Now this is for very good reason, it's kept in a leather sleeve, that for protection, but that's got a thread on there. That'll just screw onto a landing net handle or a bank stick, but usually a landing net handle. These ones I've got a nice curved sort of sickle-like blade, and absolutely perfect for awkward weeds or lilies or anything that's in your peg, especially on rivers and natural waters where you've got a few little obstructions that you need to pull away. I've also used it to retrieve people's items of tackle. A guy dropped his side tray in the other day and I used this to pull his side tray back out. So great bit of kit, wouldn't be without it. I've got 2 of these, 1 in each bag. Really good bit of kit. Next up is along a similar sort of lines. I actually carry, believe it or not, a pruning saw. So it's not an essential bit of kit by any means, but I've had a couple of occasions where I've had an awkward branch, usually above me, on a canal or a river, but this takes seconds to saw through any awkward branches and things that you get. And because it's so compact and portable, packs away, just leave it in my bag and forget about it. Might use it 3 or 4 times a year, but those times can make all the difference, especially if you've got like a parrot cage swim, which is making it awkward for casting or whatever. So really useful hand saw or a pruning saw. Next up we've got a multi-tool. Now I was actually coaching someone last week and we needed a pair of pliers for something. I think he was trying to get an accessory block off his keep net, and he pulled this out, a 14-in-1 multi-tool. I've got a couple of these actually. I've got a little tiny one as well, and absolutely invaluable, especially for the pliers, but you've got all sorts of things, scissors there and bits and bobs. So a really useful bit of kit, and it's something worth leaving in your car or your van or in your tackle box, because you never quite know when you'll need something like that. I actually left my whole seat box drawer on a big match once, and a guy lent me this, so I had a pair of scissors and a few other bits and bobs that really helped me out. So and that was probably the first time I actually went and got myself one the next day after that guy very kindly lent me lent me a tool so I could carry on fishing. So I had to borrow a disgorger and a plummet off someone else, but this really came in handy. So, and then the final bit of kit, pair of garden shears. Where allowed, obviously not every venue allows you to garden, but where allowed, absolutely invaluable for me. You can get within inches of the bank rather than a foot, 2 foot away with awkward branches and reeds and grasses in the way. So, and again, this is quite strong as well, so you can chop branches at little thin branches and everything like that. It can just make a normal peg so much more comfortable. So, and if possible, get ones with extending handles. Makes it even better, more reach, and also it packs away nicely as well. So I get through a pair a year probably. I use it that much on a lot of the venues I go where it's allowed. But a pair of shears, absolutely essential match equipment for me. I wouldn't be without them. So yeah, loads of choppers and cutters. Hopefully it's given you a few ideas for bringing other bits of tackle to the bank that isn't just dedicated fishing tackle.